This is the Sattler Files.
And in business, the stock market fell through the floor today.
The stock market report.
Hard to know where
The stock market went through the roof today. No one seems to have predicted this.
With Kevin Johnson.
And we cross now to Kevin Johnson at Argonaut Securities for our stock market report. Welcome, Kevin.
Yes, welcome, Despine, indeed. And it is a welcome day, considering what I thought I might have to deal with when I first came to work this morning. The Dow Jones had an entirely little fall of, let me just check the morning, I think it was a couple of 100 points this morning.
Okay.
Let me just see exactly, it was 258 to be exact. And I thought, oh, not another day like Monday where we lost 120 points on the back of a 340
That was
in the Dow.
Black Monday, wasn't it?
It was a Black Monday, but we're actually up today, which is good. We lost 9 yesterday, and we're up 9 as we speak now. So it's quite an intriguing day, to say the least. So, which I'm not unhappy about, I've got to say, because it makes the day quite
interesting
bearable,
and bearable.
That,
so,
yeah.
any reasons, any predictions, any analysis as to why it settled down after Monday?
Well, I think it was reasonable sort of sell-off on Monday, and all the reasons have been outlaying recently. The profit, the earnings results were out there. They're pretty well known in the marketplace. There wasn't a lot of value there, and I think sort of the market just ran out of steam, and then it sort of pulled back a bit. And then today, it's almost like some money's been allocated back into what are high-yielding investments. Because frankly, if you go and take your money out of the market, out of a good high-yielding investment, and put it in cash, you're not getting very much of a return on it. And I think there's an element of that going on to it, and an element of reallocation of funds, because all the good quality high-yielding stocks have rebounded quite strongly today, so including the banking sector. So that's part of the reason. Like I said, it's just, I don't think there's anything to be overly fearful at the moment. So there's an element of that into it as well. So it's been a period of adjustment, I think, post the reporting season, which sort of showed Australia's going along okay.
Yeah,
but it's
good.
So nothing to be bothered by. But there's not enough excitement to really push it to another level at the moment.
We spoke last time about OBJ. How's that tracking?
Very quietly. It's no doubt it's affected by the marketplace. It's travelling down around 8 cents at the moment, 8.2 I think it is today. And that's true with so many, if you like, junior or mid-cap stocks. When there's an element of risk gets heightened in the marketplace, the markets can dry up in smaller and medium-sized companies, and I think there's an element of that today. I'm seeing that across the boards because I'm seeing selling in a lot of mid-cap and junior resource companies. But to me, just once again, it's a movement of money around, and I always have this long-held theory that a lot of the movements we see in the market at any given point in time is just money moving around, money being reallocated. Often you can look at a share and somebody will climb around up and be worried about a certain share, and I look at other stocks in the same sector, and they all have the same chart.
Right.
And to me, that's just confirmation of that particular trend. So, it means you have to be cautious. Often in cautious markets, you can get a little bit more volatility because the buyers or sellers can move the market a little bit more. And I think there's an element of that running through our market at the moment. And there's every reason to be cautious at the moment because there's no strong leads from anywhere. And, of course, we lead into October, and October has in the past had some emotive movements in the market.
Just a
They've
bit.
invariably been very people remember them for the wrong reason in terms of that's when the market might have gone down. But also, it also means it's a turning points for a lot of markets in the past as well. So, markets might have fallen a lot in October, but it's invariably been the bottom of the market for a period of time as well. So there's all of that to deal with. So we just bumble along, but I was very curious to see the Aussie dollar weaken a lot in the last couple of days. It's fallen down below 75 cents now. It's 74.78. It's very helpful to all our resource companies and our exporters, of course. Gold price, Aussie dollar terms, is 17.65 now, so that puts them in vogue. They've actually been peeling back a bit in price today, so that's an opportunity. We've seen some big movements in coal prices over in the eastern states at the moment. Sort of jumped from basically circa $100 a tonne to over 150, we believe. That's very good for the coal producers. And, if you look up along the tops of buildings in Perth, you'll see some names like Rio Tinto, BHP and South 32, and they're all producers of met coal, so they'll certainly be big beneficiaries of that. Ironically enough, their share prices have been going down on fears of low iron ore prices.
Oh,
So I
right.
think people forget that they've also got big coal operations. So
Exactly.
South 32 in particular, I think, might be one to watch.
And
in the
Rio
near
Tinto
future
are
on those
doing
prices.
an employment drive for apprenticeships. So they obviously think that they've got work on if they're taking people
Yeah,
on.
Well, I think so. They're very good. I mean, the company. What often happens, as we've seen happen in the mining sector in Australia before, is that there's a drop in commodity prices. They were all, if you like, top heavy or overweight with people and processes. They go through and they cut costs, and then sometimes they cut them too far.
Yeah.
And then they suddenly realise, okay, and all the commodity price rebounds a little bit. Suddenly they realise they need to, realign their businesses. And then, they start expanding. And Rio have always been very good at that with apprenticeship schemes. Most young men of, sons of families that I know, and they've been Rio apprentices, and it's a very good process and a very good program, and it's something that should be encouraged by more bigger companies.
Well, it's good.
Sure.
It's good when a big company like that starts giving back, isn't it?
Well, they take so much.
They
so
do take a lot, I know, but
that would be a good idea, and they give them a lot as well. So it's good that they are doing that. We won't turn this program into a discussion about that particular issue, but no, all in all, it's like I said, it's a steady day to day. The fear is abating a little bit in the moment, and that's an ongoing theme, I think, through the marketplace. The fear can be overdone sometimes, and it's all about the opportunity. But while I'm here, why don't I run through a few prices of things
please
that have
do.
changed today? Just looking through the big cap space, the banks are all up today. They're either up 10 or 40 cents. Commonwealth Bank and Westpac are both up 40, and ANZ and NAB are up 10. So there's a funny little movement in the numbers there. Suncorp Metway are also up 10 cents. So that seems to be the consistent trend there. Platinum Asset Manager, the offshore fund manager, have had a good day today. They're up 11%, 54 cents to over $5, $5.40. Resolute Mining are doing well, up 10 to 212. Had a great run recently. Flexi Group are up 8 to 225. NIB Holdings, which of course is the private health fund, or the public health fund, I should say, they're up 15 to 438 today. Whitehaven Coal are doing better on those better coal prices, up 7 to 233. South 32 I mentioned before, they're up 6 to 218. Orocobra doing well, they're up 10 over $4. Medibank Private are rebounded today, they're up 6 to 258. What else can I see there? TPG are doing well, they're up 23 to 11.77. Telstra had rebounded today. They got down to $4.90 yesterday, which is quite cheap, I thought. They're up 8 today to $5.03. Wesfarmers are up 47 to 42.61. CSL rebounded back above $100 today after having a recent sell-off and going ex-dividend. And down in the medium cap stocks, just having a look down there, no, not really any that I know that are any great. Some of the names I'm even prepared to say on radio, to be honest with you. There is an oil and gas conference down in Perth at the moment that Argonaut are sponsoring. I noticed some of the oil and gas stocks have improved a little bit on the back of their publicity. FAR, for example, is up 4% today at 7.4. Kidman's still doing well, up 3%, trading at 46. Neo Metal's doing a little bit better as well. GR Engineering, one of our favourite engineering groups, doing a little bit better today too, back up to 140. So all in all, pretty steady, pretty quiet. But, I think, as I said, the fears are subsiding and then people are starting to look for opportunities again.
well, that's good to hear. And if people want to trade with you, Kevin?
9224 6888. They can get hold of us here at Argonaut.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And in business, the stock market fell through the floor today.
The Stock Market Report
Hard to know where
The stock market went through the roof today. No one seems to have predicted this.
with Kevin Johnson. This is the Sattler 5.